Nicholas Smith is Director of Equity Research at MF Global. He joins us this morning from Tokyo. Nick, you said the yen accounted for 90% of the movements in the Topix over the last 1,000 days. What's the correlation here?
What's the cause of the correlation? I think it's fairly clear that what's been going on over the last year is that analysts first cut their forecasts and then raised them. The Topix went up and then down again. So paying no attention whatsoever to what analysts were saying or even to company guidance. What I think's going on is where forecasts have been raised, they've been in electronics and in autos, the main areas that are most exposed to the yen dollar rate. With the yen strength that we've seen over the last year, it's not surprising that people are very concerned about the outlook for the economy.
Do you expect the yen to continue to be key in 2010 in terms of trading?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth saying that generally over the last few decades, a strong yen has gone with a strong Topix, and the opposite is going on at the moment. I think that's probably going to continue to be the case over the next year. I think the yen has been strong because who wants to hold dollars when they know that the Fed's out back printing more of the things. So since March, money supply in the US, M1 has been growing at basically 12% a year, whereas in Japan it's been going absolutely sideways. So it's not surprising it's been strong. It is a little bit surprising that it's had a pocket of weakness at the moment, but I think the yen dollar rate's going to continue to be key.
Given the current trend, how should investors play Japanese stocks? We have a strong yen. That strength is expected to continue in 2010. You also see the BOJ pushing ahead with quantitative easing.
I think we should ignore the quantitative easing altogether. Japan's taken M1, so money supply, from basically 20% up to 100%, almost 100% of GDP. The US is only at 12% of GDP. It's tried to use quantitative easing to get things going again. It did that in 2003. It had absolutely no effect. The point is you can print the stuff, but what they can't control is getting this into the economy. So you can't make companies increase capex or the consumer increase their consumption. So they've tried it, they've failed. They can try it again, but I expect it to be similarly ineffective.
Nick, the Nikkei is a far cry from where it was 20 years ago. Where do you see the Nikkei headed in 2010?
It is. It's quite pitiful. Only 67 companies have share prices that are higher than they were on this day 20 years ago. I think over the next year, the main things to watch are politics, the yen dollar rate, global trade, and China. I think putting those together, we'll see Topix a little higher, but not dramatically higher. On politics, I think we're going to get quite a bumpy ride. I think by the end of July, I expect to see the back of Hatayama the puppet, Kame the Mr. Bean of finance, and sadly see the back of Fuji the finance minister. That I think will introduce some volatility. On global trade, well, we've had quite a bounce back.
Right.
We've had quite a bounce back. It fell 20%. It's made up 35% of the fall. But I think what we're going to worry about in January is did Father Christmas come?
Right. Nick?
Yeah.
We'll have to leave it there. Nicholas Smith, MF Global, thank you so much for your insights today.